Hey guys, so today we're doing a voiceover because I've been wanting to talk about things for a while now. We're starting now. So today we have this. This is the Hogwarts starter pack. Yeah, Hogwarts starter pack. Hashtag Hogwarts starter pack. It's a tag by Clarica Brow, I think. At Clarica Brow. I'll put the handle on the screen. I drew the Slytherin one. I chose clothes that I think I'd wear based on stuff that I've been wearing. So we did this with like a lineless art style. Because I haven't done lineless in a while, and I thought, kind of want to do it again. Never thought that we'd go this far. I've been animating recently for class because, as some of you know, I am an animation student, and we're getting into the term where we start animating, and I've missed kind of making things that don't move. So here we are, working on a thing that doesn't move. I am a Slytherin. I used to think I was a Ravenclaw, but then, like around 7th grade, I took the Pottermore quiz and it told me, hey, you're a Slytherin. And I was like, excuse me? But yeah, apparently I was that, and I'm pretty comfortable with that now. And recently I've been wondering if I still am a Slytherin, because Slytherins are seen to be like these extremely ambitious people. And I recently have been toning the ambition part down, or at least that's how I thought I was doing things, because when I was younger, I had this vision for myself. I thought I would be like a household name, or I'd direct films, or become like CEO of an animation company in the Philippines, or something like that. Like a household name, basically. Like, I genuinely thought that was gonna be my future, like, as a child. Like, oh, I'm gonna be famous, I'm gonna change the world. Now, I'm tired. Like, I've always had this tendency to overwork myself and go above and beyond to exceed expectations, because that's where I put my value. That's where I put my identity. Like, I had to be the best to be me. And so I burned out very early. I basically went through the entirety of the first year of college in burnout mode. And I've been kind of reassessing my priorities, so to speak. I guess there's been like kind of an identity crisis that comes with that, because I used to associate my worth with work. And now that I'm trying to cut down on that, I'm like, who am I now? What is my purpose? What is my worth? So that's been what I've been thinking about recently. I've been successful, I think. I haven't been sleep deprived. So that's good. That's progress. I've been reading this book called The Essentialist by Greg McCown. I think it's McCown, I'm not sure. Someone correct me if I'm wrong. So The Essentialist is basically about narrowing your life down to the essentials, like only giving attention and energy into the things that really matter to you and trying to figure out what those things are and saying no to everything else, like prioritizing yourself, prioritizing the things you're good at, prioritizing things that you can put your highest contribution to. I think that's the words he uses. And I'm very fond of this book right now because it destroys hustle culture. And I've always felt kind of, what's the word? I just don't like the idea of having to grind 24/7, having to take all your work home, having to work all the time to be worth anything. And that's very common in the creative industries. And I'm tired of it, you know? So this book is really refreshing. It talks about the value of play. It talks about the value of exploring your options and putting yourself putting yourself first. And it talks about the value of sleep, you know? It's so refreshing. It's so nice to have someone say, hey, take a break. Yeah, slow down. And you don't have to do everything that everyone asks you to do. You have choices, you know? You have choices. Use them. You don't have to say yes to everything, and I love that. Like, when you look at it a certain way, you think, oh, this is basic, you know, I know this. But, like, there was this anecdote about this woman that would work a little bit on the weekend, you know, on a Saturday morning and a Sunday morning to prepare for Monday, and then eventually she found herself working the entire weekend, and I was like, oh, that's such a waste of time. And then I realized I do that too, you know? So it's nice to kind of realize that I'm spending way too much time working and enslaving myself to work when there's so much more to life. There's so much more to life than work. And like my dad says, no one on their deathbed goes, oh, I wish I worked more. You know, it's always, I wish I played more. I wish I spent more time with my family, with my friends. I wish I lived more. I wish I read more books, you know? And so going back to the whole ambition thing and how Slytherins are seen as the ambitious house, always planning, always wanting to be the best, you know, and all that. And I thought to myself, am I still a Slytherin? Like, am I still counted as a member of this ambitious house if I don't want to direct anymore, or if I don't want a big name? And I think I still am. I think I still am quite ambitious, because if you think about it, living in the world we live in today, in this massively capitalist world where everything's so fast-paced and your work can literally follow you home, I think it's ambitious to want a life of peace. I think it's ambitious to try to manifest that, because everyone is demanding something from you all the time, and to have the power, the courage to say, no, I want to take a nap. I think that's pretty ambitious. I think that's pretty powerful. So I'll leave you with that. This is the final picture is coming up in a little bit, and I'll see you next time.